Hello everyone, I am Anil Singhal and today I'll be presenting our work on a robot artist called Chitrakar. The primary motivation of the work was to find a connection to bridge the gap between art and robotics. In the process, we brought not only art and robotics together but also mathematics and philosophy. In this paper, we have presented a method of automatic TSP art style portrait drawing of a person sitting in front of the artist. Our major contribution is automation of the complete pipeline from capturing the photograph of the person, converting it into TSP art and drawing it on a piece of paper in real time. The novelty of the work lies in the combination of ideas from robotics, art, mathematics and philosophy. Now, I will explain configuration and components of the system. The system consists of a standard camera with at least 720p resolution, a compute and control unit like a laptop, a robotic arm, and a gripper for holding the pen. This system takes the user image and converts it to multiple drawings that can be drawn on paper. The user selects the image that is aesthetically appealing to him and the robot arm draws it on the paper. The conversion of image to TSP art is a 5-stage process. First, the person is segmented from the image using mask RCNN. The segmented image is processed using Laplace of Gaussian and some preset brightness and contrast parameters. The processed image is then sent for stippling, where a density-based probabilistic selection of points on the image is made. The selected points are then treated as destinations of a traveling salesman and are sent to a TSP solver, which finds the path connecting all the points such that no point is covered twice and no path intersects with itself anywhere. The sequence of points is then sent to robot arm for drawing. Now I will talk about why this art is good and beautiful. TSP art requires artists to draw multiple straight lines from one point to another for thousands of points without lifting the pen. This task is very difficult and time consuming. Also, the way in which points must be connected is almost impossible for human to know in advance and memorize. With the help of robotics, we offload the laborious task of connecting the points to machine while the aesthetic judgment remains with the human. The TSP art is beautiful because it is an expression of Advait Vedanta, that is, the Eastern idea of oneness. TSP art is a demonstration of how any complicated face, scenery, or any image can be converted to one single loop of line that does not intersect itself anywhere while retaining the essence of the object in the image. It demonstrates how everything is connected with everything else and how everything can be made of one single spirit and can still have different forms. Now I will answer the questions. First question is, in your research, how do you define creativity? The creativity of a robot here is defined as its ability to draw an aesthetically appealing art that is otherwise difficult for a human to draw. In other words, this work is aimed towards reducing the gap between a machine and human artist. The second question is, in your research, what is the role of the robot as it interacts with the human? We have a robotic arm system named Chitrakar, which is equipped with facial recognition technology and is powered with artificial intelligence. It is able to analyze an image in front of it, which is fed into an algorithm to dictate the movement of its arm, enabling it to produce sketches. The third question is, in your research, how do you expect creativity to be measured or evaluated? The creativity is measured using Bourdain's philosophical definition of creativity as something that is new, surprising, and of value, and we believe that our system's creativity can be measured in similar terms. The system generates a new form of art that is aesthetically appealing and adds new value to the form of art. Thank you.